certain protocol. That's not the case, so I'm going to deviate a little from it. I'm going to talk to you a little bit. This is the second time I've had a privilege to promote a Lehmann at a wedding.
Yay!
So it's an honor. If somebody asks you to promote them, it's usually a good thing. It's usually, hey, for some reason I like it. I don't know what it is along the way, because our careers have never passed, but at least something as a little kid we did right. But
I'll talk to that in a minute.
yeah. But thanks for the honor. Matt's had a pretty impressive career. I read over his bio just kind of briefly, and you kind of follow him from a distance. And for those of you that don't know, he's in the Navy. That's with the all white stuff. And Matt is kind of like right deep in the thick of, if you think of the Navy, that's Matt. He's in the Corps. He's a surface warfare officer, which means he drives ships. It's not one of these side jobs in the Navy like fly planes. He's in the right in the center, and he's commanded. He's commanded at multiple levels, and there's nothing. Being a commander of a ship is like being the king of your island. No kidding. If you've never been on a Navy ship as a commander of that ship, I really don't even know how to describe it, except you are the king of your island. And as you progress in ranks, your island gets bigger. And Matt has commanded. He's commanded on a smaller island, and Matt is getting ready to go out to San Diego, or he's in San Diego now, and he's on what they call an XOCO tour. So he's going to be the number 2 guy for a little bit. And if he doesn't screw that up, and the ship doesn't run aground, then they'll make it. Well, if the ship runs aground and the number 1 guy is responsible, then he may accelerate. But then Matt's taking over. If everything goes well for a short tour as the XO, then he'll take over as the CO of LCS-2, which is a littoral combat ship. That's important to us that we're this uniform, because you're working alongside the Marine Corps. It's kind of in that zone to where the Navy and Marine Corps overlap. So he's had a pretty impressive career on that side. And then in the services, they tend to, you can't burn somebody out and put him in the 4th quarter of the Super Bowl all the time. So you tend to do a primary job, and then you kind of bounce out of it and you do something else. And then they put you back under fire again. His job right now is he's under fire. But his job when he's not commanding a ship at sea is he's right in the heart of probably what is most important to anybody in the military, because without it we can't do anything. It's money. So he's had some pretty good jobs to be considered a subject matter expert when it comes to money. And I can tell you, the jobs I do now, people that know about how money works in the within the military, you're going to end up back in D.C. again, and not only working the palm. The jobs he's had so far, he'll be in the thick of it. He's done good so far. He did well enough with the money that they gave him command of a ship at sea. And if he does well at that, they'll reward him by putting him in charge of the money again. He'll continue to progress. So I think his career can go as far as he wants it to, as long as he stays on the track he's on. The Navy's recognized that, and they've selected him for commander. So today I have the privilege of promoting Matt to commander, and we're going to do 2 things. One, I'm going to read you what the promotion warrant is. So when you get promoted as an officer in the military, you're actually, it's signed by, I think it's approved by the Congress. It's signed by, this one's signed by the Secretary of the Navy. I'm going to read you there's a lot of words, and I don't have this one memorized, but I'm going to read you very briefly what his promotion warrant, just kind of listen to what his responsibilities are. And then after that, I'm going to have Matt reaffirm his oath of office, kind of reaffirm his commitment to the Navy. And then we'll let whoever you choose, you have people picked out to come up there. So, bear with me, because there's a lot of you'll see. From the President of the United States of America, to all who shall see these presents greeting, know you that reposing special trust and confidence in the patriotism, valor, fidelities, and abilities of Matthew Lehmann. I do by and with the consent of the Senate, appoint this officer a commander in the United States Navy to rank as such from the first day of August 2016. This officer would therefore carefully and diligently discharge the duties of the office to which appointed by doing and performing all manner of things thereunto belonging. And I do strictly charge and require those officers and other personnel of lesser rank to render such obedience as is due an officer of this grade and position. And this officer is to observe and follow the orders and direction from time to time as may be given by the President of the United States of America and other superior officers acting in accordance with the laws of the United States of America. This commission is to continue in force during the pleasure of the President of the United States of America under the provisions of those public laws relating to the officers of the Armed Forces of the United States of America and the component thereof in which this appointment is made. Done in the city of Washington, this first day of August in the year of our Lord 2016, in the independence of the United States of America, the 214th, by the President, Ray Mavis, Secretary of the Navy. So, Matt? I state your name.
I, Matthew Lehmann,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
I will bear true faith
I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the
and
same,
allegiance to the same.
and take this obligation freely
That I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any reservation
or purpose of evasion.
or purpose of evasion. So help me God.
Congratulations.
Don't you take some kind of,
You want me to beat him?
no, really, with the nails in the back and you go bam.
All right.
So, you don't have to sit down. We're still going. You guys? Pull hard, Taylor. There you go.
Good job. Matt's also getting off easy because it's also tradition.
We'll get to that part too.
He's kind of exploiting his younger brother.
Well, yeah.
I won't steal Matt's thunder. I'll steal that.
Thank you. All right. There we go.
Wow, doesn't even look fancy.
There we go. It's a new hat.
New cover.
All right. New hat. You guys want a picture quick? And then
What's your picture?
real quick, and then
Girl.
I'll roast myself. Okay. Here you go. All right. Okay. We'll do more pictures in a little bit. Okay. Okay. So, very early on, we took a family vacation to Uncle Jim's cabin. And somebody had the bright idea of my brothers and cousin to build a dam in order to make a big pond of water and probably, I don't know what they wanted to do, go fishing in it. They didn't figure out the time lag that it took to actually grow said fish and make pond. But nonetheless, damn it, they were going to make a dam. So across the river, I'm 8 years old, across the little pond they go, and I see my brother Ted, he's sitting there supervising going, not sure about this. My brother Todd's sitting there going, not sure about this, I think that rock's too heavy. And cousin Mark is across going, I can move this giant boulder and put it right there and make this dam in one fell swoop. And damn if he did it. So, this was right before he started at the Naval Academy, a year, I think before or so, something like that. And so that was my first introduction into, well, the Navy and the Naval Academy is probably pretty cool. I'm probably not going to move boulders, so that's why I didn't become a Marine. Started, didn't quite work out that way, but so Mark, thank you for doing this tonight. Here's a little token for thank you. It's a cool little compass thing to keep him on the straight and narrow. He doesn't have to physically move boulders anymore.
I have people for that.
But he has people for that. And now, in my other job, I get to pay for those people for that, which is fine. So, I'm a surface warfare officer. I drive ships. And I'm about to go on a really exciting tour to a littoral combat ship, which is one of the fastest ships in the Navy. And the fastest ship being the aircraft carrier, the second fastest is my ship. And it's got a whole lot of horsepower, and the challenge is to not use all that horsepower and crash it. So that's what I'm learning how to do right now in simulators, and I haven't been that good yet. So we're going to keep me in the simulator for a little bit. I'd like to thank all the families here tonight. It's rare that we get all the Lehmans together in one room, and we did it tonight. And all the extended family, and all the new families. So thank you for coming tonight and making this night special for Mark and Serena and for myself. It means the world to me that everyone came for this. It's customary when you get promoted that half of your first paycheck goes to buy drinks on the house.
Woo!
For the folks. So your first drink is on Mark. Your second drink may or may not be on me. We'll see. But thank you everybody for coming. And thank you for doing this. And thanks. I appreciate it.